Something weird just happened over here with my stream. Says I'm live now. I'm hoping everything's alright. But anyway, Glenn's on the fucking cutting board. He could have his head taken off any moment now. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Y'all might not see my intro. I don't know. But anyway, let me get back to it. Glenn's on the fucking cutting board. Did you notice when they said we might have to make a sacrifice? Maggie was the one that said that. Sacrifice who? Anyway, did y'all check Sasha out? She got the mom titties now. You know she had a baby a little while ago. But anyway, she got the mom titties now. Shit crazy. Anyway, Abraham, he's trying to take advantage of my second wife. He's already all over Sasha. And this shit is crazy. I didn't know he was doing this. What Abraham is doing is he's trying to make a transition. He's been doing it from the beginning. First, he started off his transition by going to, he went and got himself a Latina, Rosita. Now he's going for Sasha. You know what's coming next. He's going to try to take my main wife, Michonne. I think in his mind, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So he just went, he said, let me just take baby steps. Went to Rosita, then Sasha, and then next, you already know he's going to be fighting Rick. But after that, he wanted to see Sasha again. He had a little talk with her and whatnot. He said, I'll see you around. Then she says, I'm sorry, my shift is different. They talking like they got like regular jobs and shit. Like they work at McDonald's or something like that. I'm sorry, I work the day shift. I mean, it is a job though. But it's just funny the way they talking about it. They're talking about surviving in the wild. It's a shift. But anyway, he was setting up something with her. She says, oh, I'm sorry, we probably ain't gonna see each other as much now because I'm gonna be working a different shift. And he's thinking about Rosita. He goes ahead, he fucks Rosita's brains out. And then Rosita makes him a necklace, right? As a gift. She uses, I'm gonna say it's a headlight. Did you see the red thing? It looks like no brake lights. It looked like brake lights. You know how it's like a red piece of plastic or whatever. You see how it looked? It looked funny. I think she broke out like somebody brake lights or something like that and carved the thing up and made herself a little necklace and gave that to him. And this whole time he's wondering, he said, damn, Rosita's shit starting to sag. Sasha's tits starting to get big. Shit. He said she's a psycho like me. She probably just what I need. She ain't got nobody. Rosita, she ain't doing that shit she used to do. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. But the thing about what I had in my mind was, you're in the fucking apocalypse. How many rules do you have? If it was me, I would say, yo, let's get a little group activity going on. Why not? They'll say, that makes no sense. It's one man, one. Why? Says who? We're in a fucking apocalypse. It ain't nobody else here. Who you want? Call? Come on now. There's enough room for everybody. I said, shit, it's going to be a tighter, a more closely knit community. That's all that's going to happen. Shit ain't, the only thing that's going to happen, shit's going to get better. Basically, I'm going to be eating fried chicken and fucking, what they got, rice. Be eating beans, rice, and fucking fried chicken. It's going to be all that shit. It's going to be Caribbean food and fucking barbecue. And that's the only thing. I'll start reading Jet magazine. That's what Abraham should have told them. That's all. No big deal. He said, I'm already watching Telemundo. Now, I'm just going to be reading Jet. Now, anyway, Carl, he's ready to crucify that motherfucker Jesus. He caught Jesus out in the hallway, put that heat to his ass. He put that heat on his ass, and the dude says, I'm waiting for your mother and your father to get dressed. I know Carl says, My mom's dead. Michonne comes out, titties damn near hanging out, puts the shit on. Rick comes out, dick damn near hanging out, puts his shit on, and he says, well, let's talk. Now, turns out this dude did his damn homework. He found out how many people was in that compound, not exact numbers, but around about. Found out what type of weapons they had. They had a good arsenal. Found out what type of food they had. They didn't really have much. The stuff that they starting to grow, I will say it's pretty much guaranteed. The stuff that they still getting ready to start to grow is not here yet. They gotta wait months for that. They gotta wait maybe 2-3 months or something like that, 4 months. They don't have that much time to sit around. You know, they could be gone tomorrow. Another thing is the crops that they have, I can almost guarantee they don't have enough. And what I mean by that is you can't take one tomato, plant it, and then expect to get a whole field of tomatoes. You got to keep doing it for a little while. And you got to rotate crops. You can't keep planting the same crops. It doesn't appear like they have a whole bunch of different types of crops. They might only have a few different crops. They might only have like 2 or 3 different things. You need a few of them. That way you don't deplete the goddamn field, and then you won't be able to plant anything. That's what happens. If you keep planting soybeans, let's say you plant soybeans 3 times. By the 4th time, you ain't getting much yield. You might get 1 fucking plant to grow. They can't have that. So they need a variety of a different plant. Not only that, they need a variety of different food. So he knew that. And he reveals that he's on the board of trade. He's like on the trade commission. Now, they said that he had told them in the preview that their world's about to get much bigger. At first, I was thinking, what the fuck does he mean by that? Then he basically reveals it. There's other communities. He said, we set up trade with other communities. They're basically building the world up. When we first came in, it was just individuals scrambling, right? The second thing is we start getting small groups running around fighting to try to find some type of safe haven, right? You know, they were out in the wild, basically. They were like nomadic. Then you get the little small groups to actually build communities like Rick did at the prison, or the governor did at Nutbush or whatever, Rosebush, Rosewood, or Rose Grant, or whatever he called it, whatever it was, Rosecrans or whatever it was. The governor did that. And then those groups are getting, those communities start getting bigger. So now we got communities, and what they were doing at what's it called? What's the community? Alexandria. That's where we at now. They will go out and find more people to try to grow it. But what their community is doing, they're part of a clusterfuck, for lack of a better word. They're trading with other groups, you know, and they're working with other groups. So the world is not just a bunch of individuals and not just a bunch of little groups. Now there's big communities, you know, surviving. And they're all like, I'm not going to say they're all, but a lot of them are being interconnected now, which makes sense. And I love the fact that I never seen shit like this with a zombie genre. Usually we see most of the world get wiped out. Then people try to come back and that's it, and the movie's over, or it's just a few individuals or whatever. I would have never thought, or I never got to the point where I was thinking, damn, there's got to be other groups out there. I wonder what's going on with them, and then what happens after that point. I knew it was other groups, but you know what I mean. Like what happens after we find out there's multiple groups in the same area? What happens? They start trading with each other. From before, what we seen was them fighting amongst each other and trying to take what the other group had. Now we see that they're building on this whole concept. So I like that part. And he's on the board of trades, basically. Now he wants to take them over to his little stash spot. Now, anyway, We find out Rick has a talk with Carl. Carl's cool with his new mom. He says, Rick goes here and tells Carl, he says, yeah, me and Michonne, this motherfucker Rick, man. This motherfucker Rick took my damn wife. That's what he told Carl. He said, I took Mean's wife from him. And Carl says he's cool with that. No, I'm joking. He didn't take my wife. She comes back every day. You know, she stops by and sees him every now and then. I'm cool with that. You know, we got our own little relationship. She does her thing. I do my thing. I got Sasha. You know, we do our thing. We grown out this motherfucker. So Carl's cool with his new mom. I'm basically like his uncle now. You know, but anyway, so Carl's my nephew. He's cool with that. And Rick and his gang, they getting ready to go off on the pilgrimage, and they get in the RV. Basically, what you call them? They pretty much like the wild thornberries right now on their damn Humvee, getting ready to go out and travel. And Abraham, he gives Glenn some advice while they're traveling to Jesus's compound. He tells him. He asks him, was he trying to make a baby? Or were you just having sex? And oops, you're pregnant, you know. And Glenn says that they wanted to have a baby and they've been talking about it for a while, you know. Now, my thing would be is, at some point in time, they got to start living normally. I mean, at least relatively normally. They got to have kids. What they going to just say, okay, we done procreating. This is it. That's all. That's it. It's a wrap. And how many condoms you gonna find in the zombie apocalypse? I can guarantee you they're getting scarce now. Who's making them? You know, them things don't last forever. Somebody said just go out to the store. How the fuck you gonna go out to the store every day? People gonna start getting pregnant. So they was already ready for that. What Abraham was really doing, what he was doing, because he had another conversation with Daryl later on. He's trying to get someone to convince him to go ahead and do his thing with Sasha. So now my other wife is getting ready to cheat on me. No, I'm joking. She's not cheating on me. We got an open relationship. So now Abraham, he's setting something up with my other wife. So now it's my turn to go set something up with Rosita. Rosita fine as hell. I ain't got no problem with her. That's the side chick. That's my man. That's my side chick. They ain't my main chick. My main chick is Michonne. Then my second wife is Sasha. Then the mistress is Rosita. So anyway, that's what Abraham was trying to do. He's trying to get somebody to basically, I don't know, boost his fucking, pump his head up, get him gassed up. So that way he can go ahead and do what he got to do. I don't know why he chose to use the words he did, but that's what it appears that he's trying to do. Anyway, Jesus' disciples, they're in trouble. They are in big fucking trouble. They make it to this the site of this crash, right? Turns out it was Jesus' disciples. They had to run up in the building and save him. Quick little detour, no big problem. They tried to make sure they kept an eye on Jesus because they didn't know whether Jesus was going to have his, have a piece on him, whatever. He might get the drop on Maggie or something. They kept an eye on him. They save his people. They make it to the compound. And this motherfucking, the dude, it looks like everybody who's, like every group now that's got a community, they all live in a gated community now. I'm guessing that makes sense because you don't want no damn walker just to come up out of the blue, just bite one person. Next thing you know, everybody's dead. But they make it to the community. People draw on them. They got spears. I mean, I guess it's the best thing they could do. But if the people got guns, I'm not going to stand there like this. I'm sitting down like this. Like, I don't know if, yeah, there we go. With my hand up like this to throw it. I have it back here where you can't really, all you can see is the spear, and then I could just throw it. I'm looking out through the little hole in the wall or whatever. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to stand head up with somebody who got fucking machine gun. They got automatic assault rifles and shit. I'm not standing up to them. That don't make no damn sense. But anyway, they finally talked together. They let them in the community. Apparently, this community is full of punks, pussies, chumps. None of them really can fight. Not too many of them can fight. And they got some other issues. Their leader's a dick. This dude is a straight dick. I mean, first off, he wants to do some trade with people, right? Which makes sense because some communities are going to have different stuff than you have. They need weapons there. They might need I think they needed some more medicines and stuff like that. Rick's group needs food. Some other group, they might have some armor or something like that. It's something you could use. Each group is in a different location. So it might be easier for one group to go out over here and find a Walmart or something like that and is able to find, like, I don't know, some melee weapons, like, let's say swords, or I don't know about swords, but like machetes or something like that. Maybe some pads or something. They could find something that the other group will have a hard time getting to because they're closer to it. You understand? And then they can just trade with each other. And that'll make it easier on everybody. They can start setting up 4 or 5-way trades or whatever, depending on what groups are in the area. But what he wants is he wants some hoes. He's talking to Maggie because he pissed Rick off. Rick said, I don't want to talk to this dude. I could tell he's a dick already. So he sends Maggie to talk to him. Why did you keep trying to separate Maggie from Glenn? As if Maggie and Glenn will be separated. As if Glenn is going to wind up fucking dead. Did you hear when Maggie said somebody's got to be, something's going to be sacrificed? Might be a person. You know what I'm saying? To me, it seems like that's what they're setting up for. But anyway, he says, you people have nothing we want. He said, we doing all right here. Their compound is smaller. They basically got one big house and a few trailers. But they got everything running smoothly. That's the difference. They got less people, but they got all the crops they need. You know, everything's already growing. They got different types of food. They got livestock. You know, and then they got one big house where people live. Then they got trailers where people live. They doing all right. They're doing all right. He says, you really don't have anything we want. Motherfucker, you know you want some damn weapons. I mean, you can at least have one emergency gun. But what he was trying to do was drive a hard bargain because you need food more than you need weapons. You got to have food. You're going to die without food. You're not going to die without weapons. You need weapons to protect you in times of emergency, but you're going to die without the food. So he tried to drive a hard bargain. You know what he said he wanted? He said he wanted some pussy. This dude's basically, that's what he said. He said, your group, I see y'all got some fine asses. I mean, I seen, like, did you see how Rick was holding on Michonne's ass? Like, literally just trying to piss me off. But anyway, he liked what he saw. He said, I want Maggie to give me some. He wants Rosita to give him some. He wants Michonne to give him some. He wants Sasha to give him some. And they'll give him some food, whatever. Basically, he's trying to pimp him out. That's what he was trying to do. Maggie says her ass ain't for sale. She already pregnant. She don't want her baby to come out, all jacked up from all that, all that rough sex, getting scrambled and whatnot. Baby get all tossed around like he's in the damn wash machine or something like that, and the baby come out with some type of problems. See, that's why a lot of kids have got like big problems. Like they come out one arm or something like that because they this rough sex doing while you're pregnant and whatnot. But anyway, he probably feels some damn hand come out and grab him, little damn hand grab him. He's gonna be wondering what the hell that was. Let me get back on topic. That was just weird. But anyway, some people from their group shows back up, and it's 3 people, and one of them stabs the leader, and he says, Negan got us. Negan's got my brother. He's got my brother, and if I don't kill you, he won't release him. So Negan already put a price on these motherfuckers' heads. We find out Negan is extorting them. They're paying him half of their rations on a certain basis, on a periodically, and he still sent somebody to kill the leader. They were just going to take every fucking thing. That's what they were going to do. So basically, he's worse than the governor. The governor, he took some shit, but he wasn't going around holding up people, for ransom like that. He wasn't that bad. He was a psycho at one. I mean, he became a psycho eventually. Well, I think he was kind of off at first, but he became a super psycho later on. Is that a real word, a super psycho? But he became a criminally insane a little bit later. But the point is, this Negan dude seemed to be worse. He seems to be, this motherfucker is just, they say the first thing he did when they first met up with Negan's boys was they killed a 16-year-old kid. They didn't shoot him, blow his head off, something like that. They beat him to death. They said, just to let you know off the bat. That was his word, to let you know off the bat. Basically, I'm not going to bullshit with you. I'm not going to sit there and take a hostage and say, I'm going to kill him. Boom, I'm just going to do it. That way you know already. I don't give a fuck about you. Give me my shit. Negan is a beast. I'm scared of him. So anyway, the dude stabs the leader. Rick gets the drop on him. Girl punches Rick. Michonne jumps on him. Like she's trying to protect her man or something like that. Rick was up there grabbing the leg and whatnot, stuff like that. He's trying to start something off real quick. He don't want to let this one get away. Anyway, they find out more about Negan. They know he's running some type of compound. He's got his own little group or whatever, and he's got his own little town or whatever. And he's the mayor of that town, and he's sending boys out to, just basically wreak havoc on people. And he's been extorting people. So now they got a little bit of information on him. Abraham tells them that they ran into Negan boy. They took him out like they was pussies. They knocked him right out the box. He said Negan's boys ain't shit. We took him out. What made no sense to me was he said Negan's boys ain't shit. They had a fucking rocket launcher. Come on, you had a fucking rocket. It wasn't like you fought them hand to hand. Nobody's shit compared to a damn rocket. So what Abraham said made no damn sense. But they could handle Negan. They know they can handle Negan's boys, at least to a certain extent. But we don't know if that was Negan's elite team. He might have a stronger team that he keeps at the base more often, whatever. We don't know. So that's what I'm kind of on edge about. But anyway, after finding out that they're being extorted, Maggie sets up another trade. She says, you know what? What you could do is give us half your rations. Negan's already taken that. You can afford it right now. He can afford half rations for a certain amount of time, but it's not going to be able to go on forever. So she says, well, give us half your rations. Then we'll take Negan out. Get him off your back, and you go ahead and handle your business from then on. So now the Hills got a price on Negan's head. And people believe that they won't be able to take on Negan. We already know what our group can do. They did it with the governor. Did they do it with anybody else? Basically, the governor was the preliminaries to Negan. That's what it seems like. Negan's more ruthless. The governor, he played the background for a minute before he just went ahead and started killing and shit like that. So he was like the preliminaries, So now we finally getting into the main course and the main meat of the situation, to the heart of it. But let me go ahead and see the comments and whatnot. I'm gonna give this episode 5 out of 5. I liked it from beginning to the end. Shoot, Abraham, he's fucking up. Trying to tell you, he already got my side chick. Now he's trying to take my second wife. So they developing Abraham. Like I said, it looks like they're getting ready to cut Glenn. Negan seems like a beast, and we getting ready. Like when the dude said your world's about to get enhanced, he's right. But the good thing about this is we got another group, which is the Hill, with the Hills and whatever. Then we got Alexandria. They're going to be partners. Even after this, obviously they're going to stay in contact. You know, if one person needs something, they'll have it. If they need something, they'll have it. But they said they got trades with other groups other than just Negan. So once they take out Negan, there's going to be some more groups that they're going to be able to work with. And I wonder what type of adventure they're going to be on. I mean, from that point on, I don't know what there's going to be other bad groups other than just Negan. Maybe so. Probably so, more than likely. Okay, aside from The Walking Dead, what shows do you watch? I'm just watching The Walking Dead right now. For now, I'm getting ready to start on Fear the Walking Dead, which I should have been started. But we're gonna start some other stuff off too. Okay, you got a PS4? Yeah, I do. Got it by the skin of my teeth, but I got one. Okay, what do you think about the Darley's taking Glenn's place for the Negan baseball team, Negan baseball kill? Who's Darley? Oh, Daryl. He spelled it wrong. Daryl taking Glenn's place for the Negan baseball kill. What do you mean baseball kill? I don't know, but oh well, fuck it. I didn't see the comics if that's what if that's what you're talking about. I read the first compendium. I'm getting ready to get the second. I'm probably gonna get the second within 2 weeks, and then I need to start reviewing the comics again. Okay, Gregory's a D-bag. He tried to kill Maggie. Shit, I guess so. If he tried to kill Maggie, okay. In comics, yeah. Stop talking about the goddamn comics, man. Why y'all doing this? Did I mention the governor's still worse? Negan is like Rick. He's like Rick. He's all about status and icon. Please don't put no spoilers in the comments. Okay, what is your PSN if you do? I don't want to put it in this comment section because everybody's gonna send me a friend request. It goes down in the DMs. Not playing. You can message me on YouTube. I mean, I might send it. Okay, is The Walking Dead comics different from the show? Yes, it is. Actually, from now up until the point I was at, the show was better up to a certain point, and then the comics was better. But I hear that from that point on, where I say the comics got better, from that point all the way on is better than the show. That's what I hear. Okay. When Rick looked back and said, "What the fuck you gonna do, nigga?" LOL, a damn spear thinking he tough. When Rick said, this is the part that had me hyped. When Rick said, what? When he killed the dude, he looked at him, he's like, what? And I like how Jesus spoke sense, because everybody was like, you killed one of our own. Jesus said, don't act like he didn't just try to take out our leader. But from what we heard on the Talking Dead, the real leader is really kind of Jesus. The leader is basically a figurehead. He handles some things, but Jesus should have been the leader. But he says, you know what? Everybody likes this guy, so we're just gonna leave him in place, and I just handle everything from the background. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I like. You know what? I like Jesus at this point. You know, he's a good fighter. He's smart. Motherfucker got skills. He can, get out of handcuffs. He's just calculating everything. I mean, once they take out Negan, he's gonna be a very valuable ally. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, another thing is, I seen some dude that had dreads in the comics. I didn't read the comics. Well, this part of the comics. I've only read up to a certain point in the comics. I read up to the point where they got out of the prison. But there was another guy with dreadlocks. Is he Heath? Is Heath in the comics? I don't know. Yo, Mean, did you catch Chris Rock at the Oscars? He went in on everybody. I didn't see it, but I wanted to see it. I'll check it out though. When did Rick get so trustworthy? He almost all the best fighters leave the town, and I know Veroni Kenshin and Saito is there, but still. Who's Kenshin and Saito? We talking about Carl? Who else is at the compound? Oh, Sasha's still there. Rosita's still there. Um, Carl's still there. Carl Jr.'s still there. Who else? I guess that's all the fighters they need at the time. They didn't really, they took out Negan's boys. They ain't know how many boys Negan had. They might have thought that was all there was. Okay, who is your favorite Walking Dead character? At this point, I never really thought about it just yet. Currently, I like Michonne. I like Rick. I like Daryl. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put Michonne at the top. And I'm not sure about where I want to put Rick and Daryl. I'm probably gonna put them both about the same. Okay, Rick is going crazy. No, I think he's actually coming down. I think he's getting better at this point. Okay, you saw Michonne protecting her man. No, he's not really her man. Like they just, they do what they do. We got an open relationship. So Michonne's not really with Rick like that. She just does her thing every now and then. I let her go for the apocalypse, I know when Rick grabbed Michonne's hand, Mean was crying. Man, I had tears all in my... No, I'm playing. We got an open relationship. I already know about it, so it's no big deal. I just told her just strap the fuck up, use protection. Because I don't know what this motherfucker got. Okay, do you think Negan is going to kill Daryl? I don't know. I think Negan's going to kill Glenn. But I don't know if he's going to kill Daryl. Okay, Morgan is Kenshin. Oh, they got Morgan, yeah. And Carol is Saito. Yeah. They got Morgan, Carol, Carl, Sasha, Rosita. They pretty good. They did. I mean, the best fighters is already off, which is Rick, Daryl, and Michonne, and Abraham. Those are the best ones they got. Let me see. I think that's all the best ones. Carol's one of the better ones. Morgan's one of the best hand-to-hand. Morgan might be the best hand-to-hand fighter they got. You know what I mean? Or at least with a stick. He's, melee weapon in terms of that. No. They got Michonne. But he's up there. He's like, I think he's got to be the number one and number two out of the group. But he's not down for that 187, meaning he can't kill nobody. So I don't know how that's going to work. Also, did you see how the look on his face when Rick said in the previews, he said, we got to take it to this motherfucking Negan. He says that's the way it's got to work. He said he's going to find us at some point, and he's already holding people up for ransom. He's already killing people. We already ran into his boys. We got to take it to this motherfucker. We have to. And then they showed them go into his compound. They all had automatic weapons. Who went in there? I know Sasha went. Rick, Daryl, and a couple other people went. So that's gonna be good. I can't wait to see that. Okay, this shit's getting good. Abraham got me type mad going after Sasha when he got a Latina home. What is that supposed to mean? Abraham's going after Sasha when he's got a Latina home. What does that like? What are you trying to say? Like, why would you go for Sasha when Latinos are better? She's just Latino. I don't get it. She's beige. The other girl's brown. What's the big deal? There's no real big difference. Okay, they go do him dirty. I don't know what you mean by that. I think he meant Sasha and Rosita's going to do Abraham dirty. No, because Sasha already knows about Rosita, so she's going to keep it on the low. Okay, Negan going to kill Morgan. Maybe so, or Morgan might end up having to kill Negan and say, damn, maybe I need to kill every so often. I don't know. Next week, Morgan Himura going to fuck shit up. He's going to take. He could fight. He's going to be able to take some people out, but he's got to be able to kill in order to take on Negan. I would say, you know what? We're going to leave Morgan for this mission because he's going to do good taking people down, but those people are going to get back up and kill us. Okay, I don't think Rick can win this one. You probably read the comics. I don't know. Abraham already got some, saved some for some brothers. All right, okay, I see what you're saying, but the way you worded it sounded kind of weird. But yeah, Abraham already got some, but so what? You're in the zombie apocalypse, man. Shit, we'll be sharing, throwing them up, juggling. Shoot, like what's the name? Tupac. Let me see you toss it up. We'll be juggling and all that. It wouldn't be no big deal. But you ain't got no hospital. I mean, you ain't got no clinic to find out who got fucking what. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that. Peace. Let me see you toss it. The reverse blade shit ain't going to fly Morgan Negan about their life. Oh, the reverse basically not killing won't fly with Negan, pretty much.